Hollywood productions, theaters closing. Things are not getting back to normal with Hollywood anytime soon. That's the takeaway I've gotten in the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, like the theaters, like I don't know. I guess it's just to hammer the fact home that they weren't going to open back up
That's the way I do.
because for people who don't know, theaters, well, in California anyway, they were never open. They're saying they're gonna open, but without people are not taking precautions and thinking, was it phase 3 means you can go out and do whatever you want without taking precautions. Now you got set back to about phase 1 where you can't do much anymore.
Yeah. And of course, because like places like California and New York in the States, they're about 10%. I'm not sure if it's 10% each or if it's 5% each of the domestic market. I know it's a high number.
I think it's about 10% each because a lot of people go to the movies every day, and they make quite a bit for every week.
So I thought 10% was the highest one, but between California and New York, 20% of domestic take on, no one's gonna drop a movie.
And here's the takeaway. I've seen some people argue against this, but guys, the rest of the world, they can make it up. Number 1 and number 2 markets in the world for films, U.S., China. Guess which countries have it the worst?
Mm-hmm.
You're not dropping movies. I'm sorry. Like, remember when we first started talking about this 3 months ago, and we're like, they're saying
it was longer than that. It was about 5.
Right, and I remember us talking about it being like, guys, you're not seeing movies in July, and people were saying, you guys are just fear-mongering. We're going to be back in theaters in July. Guys, you're not coming back to theaters till maybe November at the earliest.
Like the UK admittedly hasn't done the best job of handling all this stuff. Better than others, but not the best. We still don't have cinemas open. So
yeah, like the only thing like cinema-wise you could probably get is what some of the smaller ones that are doing around here is that if you really want that theater experience with the popcorn and the snacks, they're selling snack packs of popcorn certain days of the week. So if you want to have a movie night or binge watch your favorite TV show and you really want to get those snacks from your favorite theater chain, then you can go and get that. But other than that, you're not getting it. You're not getting into those things to get into those seats because it isn't safe. And
why would anyone want to go into a small, air-conditioned room packed with people with just recycled air? Why? Why? If you think it's a hoax, fair enough. You're gonna catch it in. Well, hopefully you don't get it because your stupidity. But you're kind of asking for it at that point. It's just like,
that's the thing where people will say it's a hoax, and then they get it. Then at least they don't pass away, but they know that they're not going to be feeling well for a very long time.
Mm-hmm. And then people are ill with this thing for 3 months after the fact.
Yeah,
in worse than usual scenarios, but still that could be you. So, and also, being 2 meters apart, it's a quarter capacity. We said it on here before. They can't do majority capacity, so no one's going to make money.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just because people obviously, I do fitness, I go to gyms, I talk to a bunch of gym owners and stuff, and they're only allowed quarter capacity. So, I've had to change my gym time up because I used to go at 9 a.m. I now go at 5 a.m. Right when they open. So I'm waking up at 4 to make it in there. And at times, they have 30 people, and they're only allowed 25 in there. And I was talking to one of the owners, and I was like, so how's business? He goes, with the amount of people we're allowed to have in and not take new members and how many are showing up, I'm not making any money. And I was like, you know what? That makes sense. Yeah. And theaters literally survive on that. And they survive on a full house on a big blockbuster weekend. So
because like for blockbusters, apparently now you need upwards of to 800 million to $1 billion to make some real money, and relying on other countries to take the brunt of that, it's not looking good.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
No, like you can still make a profit if more places are open. Like, the UK is the fifth biggest market for movies. We're not open, so that's 3 of your top 5 markets not really doing anything. Like maybe later down the line, when people start reopening, you can make some money. Right now, no.
I mean, I did
No
see
chance.
one thing where it was kind of like a poll handled by one of the bigger kind of internal survey type of deals, whatever, and they were just asking people, hey, if theaters reopen, are you willing to go, and what's the movie? And a couple popular movies were listed, and are you willing to go? And it's like, a year from now, let's say, so you can probably match up which movies I'm talking about. And there was a substantial amount of people that clicked the little checkbox that said, I'm not going for any movie. So, hypothetically, let's say if you were looking to, and just round it, let's say if you were looking to make $500 million with your box office take worldwide, I mean, the amount of people that aren't showing up, the amount of theaters that are going to be open, because there will be a bunch of theaters that shut down, I'll be surprised if at $500 million that you thought you were going to get, I'll really be shocked if you make $300 million. Like, it's going to be tough. So some of these films, like Tenet, which we learned needs $800 million to break even, that film
I question that. I really do question that. I know it costs studios money to delay movies, despite what some people think. It's like, no, it does cost them money. But they haven't been marketing it, because why would they?
But
so, like, yes, they probably made all the marketing stuff for it, so you could say the budget's still the same. But it's like, that's a hell of a lot of money.
Tenet was $225 million to shoot.
Yeah.
Like, that's Avengers level money for Tenet.
Yeah.
Like,
and didn't like Nolan want to blow up an actual plane? Because I was remembering there is a report that instead of using a CG plane.
No, he was,
He's no, we're gonna go buy a junker and make it explode.
He wanted to also reverse time, but they said, well, Stephen Hawking isn't alive, so sorry.
Secret time travel's lost.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It sucks that this is how it's going. But again. If let's say everything works out and next year we're going to movie theaters, man, are we going to have so much to talk about and watch every weekend, because there's going to be so much content. But at the same time, I'm just they're going to also start looking at people's safety and the people working and everybody. So at the same time, it's changing. The landscape is changing every single week. It's different. So it's a wait-and-see approach. Am I going to risk my life to see any of these movies that I'm hyped for? No. Unless you give me Solo 2, I ain't going. And I know I ain't getting Solo 2, so I'm safe.
And he says that, and 2 weeks later, ooh, guess what? We're getting Solo 2.
Well, Armin's camping already for some reason. He's one of those Star Wars nerds.
Well, at least you'd know that it wouldn't be able to start production for a year.
That's true. Yeah.
So... hopefully the America will be free, or at least down in numbers by then, but I'm not, the way it's going, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
Well, at least you can get hyped for Uncharted.
Get
hyped for day one of production.
I said Brewers. Uncharted, god damn it.
But good luck seeing the movie this year.
Yeah. Don't...
Unless they drop it on VOD, which I've been saying for 5 months, Disney, do it. Come on.
Just do it. Just do it, guys.
You can't keep pushing Black Widow back. Dump it on VOD. Hamilton got Disney Plus 75% more subscribers in a month. Imagine what a Marvel movie's going to do. Come on.
Right.
Do it.
Just set a premium thing on there that says you can only unlock this movie if you're subscribed for a year. People will do it.
Yeah.
People will goddamn do it.
I mean, there's no free trials. There's not people, you have to pay to watch it. You have to get suckered in for a month at least.
Right.
You wait. They'll take away the monthly payment. It'll just be no, a year. Year. Done.
Just do it right now if you want this. All right.
I've got to see.
Kevin Feige's face just pops up when you click to watch it. You didn't buy the year pass. Oh no! Gotta give my card to Papa Feige.
I don't know if you meant that to be a Jurassic Park reference, but
I did. Yes, I did.
Because I heard it. It's just like,
You didn't say the magic word. Please, Papa Feige.